Stop trying to compete with each other. Stop trying to compete with your spouse. Stop being more of a competitor and become more of a partner. You see, lately I've been reading the word. And when I've been reading it, I've been really trying to understand what I've been reading. So some told me to start back in the book of Genesis, start from the beginning. So I did. And I started reading on Abram and Sarai, which you know as Abraham and Sarah. But I started reading on Abram and Sarai. In the book, the chapter that really caught my attention was when Abraham and Sarah went into Egypt. And Abraham told Sarah, his wife, like, look, you too fine. You're fine as hell. You're a fine woman. So when we go in here, these Egyptians, they gonna see you. And they gonna want to kill me because of your beauty, just so that they can get to you. So look, when we go in here, act like you're my sister. Now, me in the flesh, I'm like, yo, he crazy. He crazy because ain't no way that I'm gonna allow this to happen. I'm fighting over mine. But that's the flesh. And the reason why I say I'm being so intentional about what I'm reading is because I don't want to read in the flesh. I don't want to read the Bible in the flesh. I want to read it in the spirit so that I can like get these downloads that God is really trying to implant into me. So like I said, I'm reading in the flesh. So over the last couple of days, I've been like, yo, Abraham crazy. Ain't no way, you know what I'm saying, that he allowed his wife to go into Egypt and be taken by the Pharaoh to make his own wife. Ain't no way, because I would have been tussling. I would have had to die. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm thinking. But then God told me, he said, you know what? Go back and read it again. Go back and read it again. As a matter of fact, I need you to start over from when Abraham came into the picture. And I need you to read a little bit further from that chapter. Keep reading on. And then I need you to come back and read it again. So that's what I did. So I started reading it again. And what I realized is that God made a covenant with Abraham. He made a promise to Abraham. He told Abraham that he was going to be the ruler of all nations, that his descendants was going to live off of him, that he was going to be rich and famous, and everybody around the world was going to know exactly who Abraham was. So that's why he told Abraham, look, wherever you are right now, it ain't serving you. You got to go. So Abraham and Sarah and his cousin Lot and their family, they left. They left from where they were and they got into Egypt. And this is where the story took a turn for me. Because what I realized is that when Abraham left from where he was, he left with nothing but his family. But when he went into Egypt, and he told his wife to act like his sister and to allowed the Egyptians to praise her because she was so beautiful. She was fine. They praised her so much that they went back and told the Pharaoh. And the Pharaoh was so pleased with her beauty that he gave Abraham donkeys, cattle, sheep. He gave him camels, right? He gave him all of this stuff because of his wife. What I realize is that God utilized Sarah to make the promise complete for Abraham. He utilized Sarah to get Abraham the riches. He utilized his wife. And in my head, I'm thinking like, yo, why is God allowing this to happen? But this is what God did when after Abraham got all that stuff, after he got everything that he wanted and that he needed, God sent the plague and sent the bad dream over to Pharaoh, and the Pharaoh like, yo, what did you do to me? Why didn't you tell me this was your wife? And the Pharaoh quickly sent Abraham, Lot, and everything that he gave Abraham and Sarah. He sent him back with his wife. He gave everything back. He gave him, he's like, yo, go. You keep everything, go. He let him keep everything. So meanwhile, while Abraham, Sarah, and Lot walked in with nothing, they left with everything. And it's because Abraham understood the assignment. He understood the assignment. You need to understand the assignment. You need to understand that you can't compete with someone you're supposed to be partnering with. Your spouse is meant to help you, not meant to tear you down, not meant for you to compete with. Stop looking at everything as if it's a competition. Work together. And that's how your descendants and your family will become rich, because you learn to work together.